I would do the bit again, however it's only funny the first time, and I already used it for the ROG Ally video. Either way, you can see the title, we're modding a 3DS today, but where's the 3DS? Well, kind of you to ask before we actually get into it. It's right here. As you can see by the solder blobs, they're just all over. This is a junk board to me. I accidentally broke off a lock right here, and yeah, it doesn't work anymore. How did this happen? I was trying to repair the screen. I ended up breaking a lock and it won't start up anymore, so unfortunate ending for my actual 3DS XL. Rest in peace. I never gave you a proper funeral. But does this mean this video is going to be about repairing a 3DS XL? No. No, it isn't. This is already modded. So, you know what that means. I bought another one, especially because that 3DS XL, broken. And I've bamboozled you. There's nothing in here. Here it is. Dirty and all. I need to actually fix that up. But yeah, secondhand, because I thought, hey, I need a new DS anyway, and I've always wanted to get this, a 2DS XL. I don't care about the 3D. 3D is a gimmick. And before we get into this video is not a tutorial for modding your 3DS or 2DS. In fact, if you use this video as a tutorial, don't stop. Go to the description. I've left a link in the description for you that goes to 3ds.hacks.guide. That is the same guide I'm using, and it's a very well respected and maintained guide. If you want to mod your 3DS, go there. And if you're still wanting to see what possible failure points there might be, continue watching, because that's what we're doing. As you can see, I have a nice little screen capture going on here. This will be going through installing custom firmware. So yeah, this guide will install boot 9 strap and Luma 3DS custom firmware to an unmodified retail 3DS/2DS console. Basically tells you what Luma 3DS does. And then install various pieces of Homebrew such as a package installer, save file manager, and a Homebrew app store. Make critical system file backups that can help avoid bricks and recover data in the event of one. Yeah, here's the potential risks. Read this. You know, don't just do what I'm doing and skimming through these. I've already read these. First of all, CFW check. Are we already modded? Yeah, okay. So we're definitely not CFW'd. Alright, now we need to check our system version. So we are on version 11.17.0-50E. E meaning Europe. If you're in the US, you will see U. If you're in Japan, you'll see J. Here's all the possible different ones. E, U, J, K, T, C. So we're on this, a new 3DS/2DS. We're on 11.17.0.50E. We immediately have a problem, right? So we need to use an SD card, which I have, and it's the maximum size that we can use on a 3DS, 128 gigabytes. Issue. This computer that I'm using doesn't have an SD card slot. However, I have already devised a solution. I could use this. This is just a random HP laptop I have lying around. But I have something funnier in mind for this. So, speaking of portable consoles... this has an SD card slot on it. So first off, I need to actually check that this SD card is formatted with the right format. Oh, this is my PS Vita's SD card. So it's definitely formatted with the right format then. No, it isn't. This is exFAT. Don't mind me just being stupid. Alright. So while this is copying over, let's go over what Boot 9 Strap with Super Skater Hacks does. Super Skater Hacks, when used to launch the Homebrew Launcher, is compatible with new models on version 11.15.0 and above in all regions. The instructions provided only apply to the new 3DS, new 3DS XL, and new 2DS XL. Please ensure that the console you're modding is a new 3DS, new 3DS XL, or new 2DS XL before continuing. The famous words of Scott the Wasp, people lost their when this released because it looked like a smartphone. What you need: Super Skater Hacks for your console's region and system version. In this section, you will need to copy files needed to trigger both Super Skater Hacks and the Homebrew Launcher. Power off your console, insert your SD card into your computer, copy everything from the Super Skater Hacks.zip onto the root of the SD card, overwriting any existing files. Reinsert your SD card into your console, power on your console, okay, so presumably I need to set it to United Kingdom with no specific region of the UK. Alright, so since the SD card wasn't even in this thing in the first place, we'll do that. Do not set.
No!
Alright, and it's set. Wait, DS profile. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Splinko, message. Spoinked. Blinky sploinked. And that's all we need to do for now. Speaking of which, perfect timing, this is done. Oh wow, I forgot. Yeah, alright, Windows does this funny thing. Alright, yeah, no, we can't use this. Actually, I do have an alternative solution. Because if Windows 11 can't format an SD card as FAT32, why don't I just get the 3DS to format it as FAT32? Okay. Looks like we're going to need to use the big weapons. Can't wait to coconut maul people. And by that, I mean bludgeon them with a coconut. For all those playing at home, do not plug in this many devices into a single outlet. I am risking burning down my house, so you don't have to. Hey! Now all we need to do is copy over something called Super Skater Hacks. So reinsert, and we've already done the things with region. You can restore your region settings back to normal once you finish this page. You'll get a warning. Yeah, funny thing, my region is the same. My region is actually what it wants for the guide. We activate the camera. We're going to want to scan this QR code. And I'm going to bring it over here so I can launch the web browser. We need to bookmark this page, turn to browser, go to tab list, close that, B, start, settings, delete all cookies, home, A, go, A. Oh, it's changing colors. Hey, look at that, Homebrew Launchered. Hey, quick epilepsy warning here, I'll tell you when it's over. We need to launch this. Okay, epilepsy over. Okay, so that was easy. When prompted, we need to enter the this, so left, down, right, up, A. And we're doing a firmware backup now. Oh, and the install just finished. Okay. Press start to save and reboot. We should apparently be on CFW now. On this page, we'll make critical system file backups and install some homebrew programs. Most of these are automated using a script that you'll run on your console. So we need X finalize helper and finalize ROMFS. Okay, so this is promising. Yeah, I think the 3DS is notorious for being like one of the easiest systems to modify. Copy those, eject, power off the console, take the SD card, why is this always so difficult? Why couldn't Nintendo actually think of a good solution? So finalize ROMFS will go to our root, and X finalize helper will go to our payloads. Reinsert. Don't want to do this anymore. Section 3, RTC and DSP dump. In this section, you'll sync your 3DS internal clock with the actual time and dump the sound firmware, which is necessary for some homebrew software to use sound properly. So, left shoulder, down, select. Okay, so this is the Rosalina menu. Dump, nullify user time offset, B, B, B. And then you restart the console. Okay, so power off. That wasn't supposed to happen. On. What the the I swear to God, I put it there. Power off the console, press and hold X, and while holding X, power on the console. Was my X button broken or something? No, it's working. Okay. Let's make sure that I'm not going crazy and that it is actually there. Payloads. The folder's empty. What? I swear to God, I put it there. I swear to God, I actually put that on there and it disappeared. I wish I had video proof. Maybe I do need to put OBS on this other computer I'm using, just to capture moments like that, where I full on put a file on an SD card and it mysteriously disappears from it. Power button. Immediately. Finalize. Follow the instructions. Okay, no title database. Title database not found. Automatically import one. Okay. Okay. The script will do the following: install base homebrew applications, copy Goblin 9 to CTRNAND, remove unnecessary SD files, create an essential EXEFS backup, and create a NAND backup. The script may take up to 15 minutes to complete.
A fellow scientist.
A fellow scientist.
My God, what are you doing?
And there we go. Done. Console is powered off now, which means it's the final time we have to do this. I realize there should be a little something waiting for us. Here we go. FTPd, which once it gets Wi-Fi, the 3DS has now announced its presence on my network. If we open something such as WinSCP FTP 1.100, anonymous login, and I click close like an idiot. 1.0 192 There we go. Yeah, I was on a completely different port. GM9. We can apparently keep Essential on there. What if I don't wanna? And now that we are copying these files, we can clean up, because lordy, is this a mess. So while this file transfer is going, how about we talk about what you can do with a modded 3DS? Well, you can make backups of your favorite games, just in case you ever lose the cartridge, or you decide, I want to emulate this. I wonder what funny things I could do with emulation. Which, I mean, we all know about the Windows Glitch Harvester and stuff like that. I mean, you can use that on that, or this. I don't know why you'd ever want to, do something like that to just such an innocent game like Thomas and Friends Hero of the Rails, but you can if you're feeling cruel that day. But also, with a modded 3DS, and by extension 2DS, especially with the new line of the consoles, you can overclock them. You can straight up overclock them. Another thing is, you can play games made by the community that would have never been passed by Nintendo. Another thing, you can use anemone game mods, modding your 3DS games. I mean, Mario Kart Wii has a similar thing with CCGPR, wireless streaming, amiibo emulation, game plugins, NetPass, which is just another thing, a Street Pass, the Pretendo network. It goes on. The 3DS modding community is still quite alive. Being able to do what you want with your console. And to be honest, I'm a person that advocates for modding consoles. It brings that much more life into it. Like, the manufacturer could have stopped producing them about 10 years ago. If I want to mod my console so I can play homebrew games, I will do it. The Universal Updater. This is a useful tool. This is how you get, I think this is how you get more homebrew on your system. I don't really remember. It's been a couple of years since I actually last did this. So here we have, so we download the Twilight menu. Yeah, this thing's got issues with Wi-Fi because of my horrific setup here. So I'll take this off camera and I'll put some stuff on here. And I'll report back on how easy it was, because it's not easy right here at the desk, because yeah, as you can see, that's going down. Anyway, yep, failed. Yeah, I'll be back. It's been a day, and I've installed a few things, primarily the games. Last night I did some wireless communication between other consoles, so I chose Smash 3DS connected to my Wii U on Smash 4, and I beat Mario up a little. Hell yeah, I can beat the shit out of Mario. Legal disclaimer time, I don't endorse piracy, and again, I'm not providing you with any instructions on how to install the files to play games you do not own. If you want to dump a backup of a game that you have, 3ds.hacks.guide has a tutorial. Again, a game that you have in your physical possession. This entire video was recorded 6 months ago, so I kind of forgot to get footage of me saying how well it works. I got more games on the 2DS, and I've been using it for the 6 months that I've abstained from uploading this video because I couldn't be bothered editing it. I mean, I can play tons of games on it, like I can play modded Mario Kart 7, that's pretty good. Not much else to add though, so on to my little summarization. In short, the 3DS family of consoles is still really cool. They can play almost any DS game along with 3DS games. I mean, I can play the DSi port of Balloons TD4 on here. I think that's really cool. Anyway, I'm just gonna sit here playing Balloons now. See you in the next video.